Arvind, good evening all. Good evening all. So we are going to start the lesson, and we have done something in last week as well. Right? We yes, we did what is called a subject of a formula and what is called a formula. We did those two parts. Right? Then we have to do what is the difference among an expression, an equation, and a formula. So those things are very important point, right, to be known. Hello. Right. Then Muta, may first of all I don't write anything. Don't write anything, and first of all I will write something in the board, right? So that please focus on what I am writing. Right? Focus on what I am writing, and yes, wait 1 minute. So page number 1, formula 2. Page number 1. What is the difference among an expression, an equation, and a formula? Right. Can anyone tell me what is an expression? What expression is? What do you know about expression? What expression? For an example, can you tell me what is called an expression? Anyone? Any idea? It's called an expression. You don't know? Algebraic expressions lesson? Can you remember? Right? For an example, right. Dihen goes to a shop, right? And he buys 2 apples. Each price is a rupees. 2 apples. Each price is a rupee. Correct? And also he buys 2 mangoes. Sorry. Let's say three mangoes. Each price B rupees. Okay. Now I am asking what is the total price or total cost he has to pay to the Mudalali, to the shop owner. How we are going to make that total cost? By looking at this one and this one. Algebraic expression knowledge.
A plus B.
So then what happened to 2 apples and 3 mangoes?
2A plus 3B.
2 times A, because apple costs A rupees, ne? 1 apple costs A rupees, 1 mango costs B rupees. Okay, Vidusha thought that I have given the cost of 2 apples is A, right? Cost of 3 mangoes is B. So in that perspective, yes, Vidusha, you are right. But I told when the minimum won't give me, DN is buying 2 apples, each apple cost A rupees. Each apple, I will put each. Right? Each apple cost A rupees, each mango cost B rupees. So then here DN is buying 2 apples, that means 2 multiplied by A, right? Plus here DN is buying 3 mangoes, each mango cost B rupees. So 3 into B, 3B. So what is this? I need you to understand this. What do you call this? 2A plus 3B? What again? Tell me. Can What do you call this?
Expression.
An expression. What expression?
Algebraic expression.
Algebraic expression. So this part is called algebraic expression. I am not going to write all now. Algebraic expression. Okay. So this is how we are going to form an algebraic expression. Okay. Right. Keep that in your mind. Right. First of all, let's write what is called an algebraic expression. So now you know the idea. Like don't write that. Maybe you have right. So now here you have enough space, right? So if I were you, right, I will write it like this. Now this is the full page, right? I will divide this full page into half. Right? I mean, letter part of the tube, pal again. Right? So from here I will write algebraic expression, right? Algebraic expression. So for an example, I can write. I will write that one so that you can remember 2a plus 3b. Right? So now this is called an algebraic expression. Write it maybe here. Right? Write this. Right. So now you know what is called an algebraic expression. It is just an expression now. Just an expression. Right. Right. How this algebraic expression becomes an equation? Can anyone tell me how this algebraic expression becomes an equation? That is one of the points. You need
By
to
substituting values to the expression to the A and B.
no. Equation. In that word, right? In that word, there is a hint, right?
By adding the equal sign.
Excellent. Right? So I have told this thing in several times in past year, right? Past month, right? Past few months, I have been uh, told, right, this thing several times if I am correct, right? Yes, Roshan is 100% correct, right? So you need to have left hand side and the right hand side for an equation, but you need to remember in the middle, left hand side and right hand side, right? For you, like the other way around, right? Left hand side and right hand side, in the middle, you should have something to become an equation. Then this expression can be called an equation. There should be a left hand side expression or left hand side expression or left hand side expression, left hand side value, right? Or right hand side, sorry, other way around, right hand side value, left hand side expression, right? Left hand side value, right hand side expression. So on and so on. However, in the middle, there is something you need to remember. It is called equation mark. Right? Left hand side, right hand side. In the middle, you have equation mark. Keep that in your mind. Right? So that this expression becomes an equation. So I can write equation. So you need to understand the difference between these things. Equation. How this thing becomes an equation? 2a plus 3b equals, let's say, 100. Now this is the value. Or else we can make an equation like this. 2a plus 3b equals, right? 3 times is a equation. Why is that? Very in the equation mark are important. Understood? And expression, value. So that this expression becomes an equation by adding this equation mark inside this expression, right? Expression, another expression, so on and so forth. So I will write another one, 2a plus 3b equals p plus q. Left hand side, right hand side, left hand side, right hand side, left hand side, right hand side. In the middle, equation mark. In the middle, equation mark. In the middle, equation mark. So now, these things are called equations. Please write. When you finish writing, please let me know by sending D. Okay. When I'm explaining, don't write down. ඇත්තටම මේවා පොතේ නෑ ඉගෙනගන්න කියලා. මේවා පොතේ නෑ ඉගෙනගන්න කියලා. But I am giving you. So when you comes to grade 10, you are fully satisfied. හරිද? මේවා දන්නේ මම කියේ කිසිද? ඔයාලා අහන්නේ පද මචං equation එක expression එක වෙනස කියන්නේ. පොරවෙනවා. Right. Okay. So now algebraic expression is okay. Equation is also okay. Now, how it becomes a formula? Last week I gave you what is the importance of a formula. What is the important point of a formula? Last week, yeah, there should be a subject. So, the importance of the formula is the subject, right? Now, here, if you consider this equation, right? If you consider this equation, you can make A as the subject. That means you can isolate A in your left hand side. Left hand side. Keep that in your mind. Keep that in your mind. You can make sure that it is in the right hand side also. But it is not a standard. Man dekal kiyala samana sarala ලියනවා මෙහෙම. හරිද? සුළු කරන ගිහින් x equals 4. හරි. And verify it. X equals 4 equals x. එහෙම කියන්න පුළුවන්. The other way around, x equals 4. This is not standardized. මම මේක දැකලා තියෙනවා YouTube එකේ. එතකොට in the TikTok වල දැකලා තියෙනවා. Facebook එකේ දැකලා තියෙනවා. සමහරවල් හැබැයි yes student and this x equals 4 කියලා end up. But this is not standard. The standard way is x equals 4. Y equals 8. So on and so forth. The unknown variable equals something. So this is the subject. This is the subject, unknown variable. One variable should be isolated in your left hand side so that it becomes the subject of the formula. Right? So before making a formula, we need to have an equation. First, this is the evaluation, right? Expression, equation. Then we can make a formula by using this equation, right? Either we can make the subject as A, right? Or we can make the subject as B of this. When it comes to this, there are 3 unknown variables. A unknown variable first. Second unknown variable B. Okay. Third unknown variable Z. Right? When it comes to last, A. First unknown variable. Second unknown variable is B. Third P. Fourth Q. We have on both sides. But our purpose is to make sure that we are going to make the subject right in our left hand side. Always subject should lies in your left hand side. Otherwise, the final answer should be like this. Left hand side subject equals something. Not a value, but equals something. Keep that in your mind. Very important. Right? So I will take this one to make right? So if I take this 2a plus, sorry, I'm not going to write that one. Right now, if I make this a as the subject, I could write a equals 100 minus 3b divided by 2a. This is the thing. Now this is called a formula because a is the subject. And you need to understand it. If I make the a as the subject, this is it. 1. If I use this one, second one, I will make sure that b is the subject. And b is equal 3z minus 2a all thing divided by 3. And if I get this one, third one, I will make sure p is the subject. Right? Now I need to write my p on my left hand side. Now don't think about this stuff. I'm just explaining. Right? So I will take this to my left hand side. P equals 2a plus 3b minus q. So in my left hand side I have a subject, b subject, t subject. Only one variable on my left hand side. So this is called a formula. This is called a formula. This is called a formula. So please number these things and write this formula. And when you finish writing, let us know. You can understand this thing at the end of the lesson. Sometimes you might already know.
Excuse me, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Sir, in the formula first one, there is 2a.
Sorry. Yeah. Thank you. So there should not be a, right? So this is the subject. Thank you. Thank you. Meter in don't මන්දනේ හැම එකම ලියන්න එපා. ඒක මට අරගෙන ඇත්තෝ. හරි. ඉස්සර පොඩි කතාවක් කියන්න හරි. ඉස්සර හිටියා මේ මම යාගේ තමයි ඉංග්‍රීසි ක්ලාස් එකේ රෝන් ගම්මික දිසානායක කියලා හරි. එන කෙට්ටු පොඩි සර් කෙනෙක් චූටි. ආ නීතිඥයෙක්. මම ඔයාලට කියනවා මේ ඉංග්‍රීසි ඉගෙන ගන්නකොට හොඳම කට්ටිය තමයි නීතිඥයෝ. lawyers හරිද? perfect English. lawyers ළඟ තියෙනවා perfect English ආ. කියන්නේ පට්ටම perfect ඒවා. හරිද? ඔයාලට grammar එක ඉගෙන ගන්න ඕන නම් lawyer කෙනෙක් කවුරු ක්ලාස් කරනවා නම් ඒ මම recommend කරනවා මෙහෙම. කියන්නේ හැම lawyer එකම මම දන්නේ නැහැ. හරිද? but I know few people. හරි. In like in 2007 right? 2007 2006 ඔය වගේ කාලෙක ඉගෙන ගත්තා. right? රුවන් ධම්මික දිසානායක කියලා සර් කෙනෙක්. දැන් අයියා මොනවා කරනවද දන්නේ. පොඩි කෙට්ටු සර්. perfect English, perfect grammar, right? Perfect English, perfect grammar, right? Okay. එයා ගන්නකොට මාර විදිහට සබ්ජෙක්ට් එක දෙනවා ඔළුවට. හරිද? ඒ කියන්නේ සහ එයා අපේ ඉංග්‍රීසි හැදුවේ මොකක්ද දන්නවද? හරිද? එයා ඉංග්‍රීසි හැදුවේ එයා කියනවා අපිට එයා කියන මේකම ලියන්න එපා කියලා. ඉස්සෙල්ලාම ඔයාලගේ තියෙන දැනුමින් එයා කියන එක හරිද කියලා බලලා ලියන්න කියනවා පොතේ. හරිද? එහෙනම් අපි grade 9, grade 10, grade 11 මම අවුරුදු 3ක ගියේ හරියට. හරිද? ඒකින්ද තමයි මගේ මට ඉංග්‍රීසි බැරුව තිබ්බේ හරිය. ඉංග්‍රීසි ටික පොඩ්ඩක් හරි මට ඒකක් ගන්න පුළුවන් මට්ටමකට හැදුනේ යාගේ ක්ලාස් ගිහින්. මම අවුරුදු 3ෙන් එකම එක දවසේ ක්ලාස් එකට ගිහින් නැත්තේ. හරිද? අවුරුදු 3ටම එකම එක දවසේ ක්ලාස් එකට ගියේ නැත්තේ 10 වසර දවසක. හරිද? ඉතින් මම ඒ දවස්වල ජෙනුයින් මිනිස්සෙක්. හරිද? ජෙනුයින් පොඩි එකෙක්. හරි? grade 10 නේ. හරි? සර් ඇහුවා ඊළඟ සතියේ ආවම චානල් ඇයි ක්ලාස් ආවේ නැත්තේ කියලා මම ඇහුවා. හරිද? එතකොට ආවේ නැත්තේ කියලා මම කිව්වා සර් වැස්ස නිදානේ ආවේ නැහැ කියලා කිව්වා. හරිද? ඉතින් මම ඇත්තම කතාව වැස්සින්ද තමයි මම ක්ලාස් ගියේ නැත්තේ. හරි? ඉතින් මට අද වගේ මතකයි ඒවනේ. ගෙදරින් බැනුම් එවුවට විතරයි. හරි? ගෙදර යුද්ධේ ක්ලාස් කියන්නේ කියලා හරිද? මොකද මම ක්ලාස් 3 විතර ඉන්නේ ඉංග්‍රීසි මැත්ස් සයන්ස් ඔය තුන විතර ඉන්නේ. ඊට පස්සේ සර්ට මොකද සර් වැස්සෙන්ද ආවේ නැහැ කිව්වා. මිනිස්සයා ඒ කතාව අල්ලගත්තා. රයිට්? ඒ කතාව අල්ලගෙන මම ඕලෙවල් ලියන්න දැන් ක්ලාස් එකේ අන්තිම දවසේ තියෙනවා. අන්තිම දවස වෙනකම් හැම සතියෙම හරිද? ඒතර ඔයාලා හිතන්න සති 52කටත් වැඩිය. ඒ කියන්නේ මම ඔය සිද්ධිය උනේ මම grade 10 වල මුල් කාලේ මාර්තු මාසේ හරි අප්‍රේල් මාසේ හරි හරිද? මොකද වැස්සක් නේ ඒ දවස්වල. අප්‍රේල් මාර්තු කියන්නේ වහිනවා. හරිද? එතකොට ඒ දවස්වල පටන් ගත්ත කතාව මෙයා 11 වසරේ දෙසැම්බර් වෙනකම් මට කිව්වා. උඹ සතියෙම කියලා. දැන් ඔය සමහර කට්ටිය ඉන්නවා වැස්සට එන්නේ නැහැ ක්ලාස් කියලා මට හින්ට් එක කරා. හරිද? නේද චානල් කියලා ආවා පස්සේ. ඒතර මගේ බය වෙනවා. හරිද? ඉතින් එහෙම තමයි ඒගොල්ලෝ මාව අපිව හැදුවේ. හරිද? ඒක මම කියන්නේ එයාගේ මේ වැස්සට කියපු කතාව නෙමෙයි ඒක මගේ එක්ස්ට්‍රා දෙයක් මම කියන්නේ. හරිද? ඒක දැන් ඔයාලට කියන්නේ නැහැ එයා අපේ ඉංග්‍රීසි නොලෙජ් එක කොහොමද හැදුවේ කියලා. හරිද? දැන් අර දිහෙන් කිව්වනේ මේ ගෙදර සර් මම මේ දෙකක් ලියලා තියෙනවා කියන්නේ. හරිද? ඒතර අරයා දැන් කියන්නේ එක ග්‍රැමර් පැටර්න් එකක්. හරිද? එක ග්‍රැමර් පැටර්න් එකක් කියලා සාමාන්‍යයෙන් ඔයාලා ඔෆ් කියන එකට එහා පැත්තේ හරිද? ඔෆ් කියන වර්ඩ් එකට එහා පැත්තෙන් ඔයාලා verb එකක් යූස් කරනවා. මේ verb එක මොන ෆෝම් එකකින් තියන්නේ? ඔෆ් කියන වර්ඩ් එකට එහා පැත්තේ ඔයාලා verb එකක් යූස් කරනවා නම් මේ verb එක තියෙන්නේ මොන ෆෝම් එකකින්? මොන ෆෝම් එකකින්ද ඔය verb එක තියෙන්නේ? For an example I will say this is go sorry go went right I will say like going gone මේ හතරෙන් මොන ෆෝම් එකකද තියන්නේ? මේ verb එක ඔෆ් එකට එහා පැත්තේ. Tell me खाना बार इंग्लिश मीडियम මොනේ? ඕක බැරි. මට ඉංග්‍රීසි ක්ලාස් කරන්නත් පුළුවන් හරි. මට දෙන්න පුළුවන් නෝට් එකේ මායි සුපිරියට කරන්න. කතා කරද්දී පොඩ්ඩක් එහා මෙහා වෙනවා දී වෙනවා කතා.
ආස් මං හිතන්නේ
खाना बार විචාරේ. Tell me. अरे ඔක්කොම මට all of you need to send
Going.
answer to the chat. Send me. Right. Send me. Each and everyone send me the answer to the chat. Which form of this verb to be kept here? මෙතන මොන verb එකද තියන්නේ? Go, went, going, gone. දාන්න please. दा. Send me the answer. අද ගණන් කරන්නේ ඉංග්‍රීසි පාඩම. මේක කරා මම දියර ගන්නවා. No, present means this one. This is present. This is past, present continuous, right? This is past participle, right? Right? Oh, none of you are sending me. Only two people send. Okay. Still, few of you are here to send me. Other when I class 9 answer. They will pass here. No, not only one, two, three, four people. On. Hari time orang itu done nanti kita hari orang itu nak dulu done nanti. That's why they didn't send me. Emang nanti asal orang orang keragan nanti persennya orang English keragan dah ulah nih abis. Normally you need to keep right this verb in ing form. Right? This should be of going. Right? Should be kept in ing form. Right? Of right if you are using verb after the word of, it should be kept in ing form. මේ සර් රුවන් සර් සමහර වෙලාවට වාක්‍ය කියවන හරිද සෙන්ටෙන්ස් එකක් කියවනකොට ඔෆ් කියලා දිනන මෙතන දෙනවා මේ රයිට් කියලා කියනවා සමහර කට්ටිය මීටරේ අවුල් ගිහලා ට්‍රැක් පැනලා ඉන්නවා නම් මේක රයිට් කියලා ලියලා මේ ටූ ටික ලියනවා හරිද හැබැයි මීටරේ ඉඳලා වෙලා මේක රයිට් ඉන් කියලා ලියුවොත් හරි මෙයා පොට්ටින් බලනවා හරිද බලලා මේ මොකක් හරි වෙන ප්‍රශ්නයකට ඉඳී කියලා අහනවා හරිද හරිද perfect හරි ඒ වගේ දේවල් වෙනවා යා කියවනකොට කියනවා of right blah 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 කියලා වෙලා ඒක දැන් දන්නේ නැහැ වගේ ඉන්නවා ඒතර මීටර විච් එකෙන් දෙන්නේ විතරක් කියලා සර්ගේ මූණ දිහා බලලා ඉන්නවා එච්චරද වැරදිද ඒක උනේ එතන it should be ing form right කියලා වම් right yes කියලා කියනවා හරි දැන් මට මේ මෙතනින් තමයි ඒක මට පොඩක් මතක් වුනේ right ඒකින්ද මම කිව්වේ ඒව මාර වැදගත් point සර්ලා අනුගමනය කරනවා සමහර කට්ටියට ඒ වගේ දේවල් තියෙනවා හරි එතකොට තමයි ඔයාලගේ මොළේ ඩිවෙලොප් වෙන්නේ හරි ඒවා ට්‍රික්ස් හරි එතකොට මම මේ කිව්වේ කතාව පොඩ්ඩක් ඔයාලා ඉතාලි ක්ලාස් වලට ගිහිල්ලා තියෙනවා අහගෙන ඉන්න එපා මොකද එයාගෙන් ගන්න තියෙන පොඩි දෙයක් ගන්න හරිද හරි okay so this is it okay so you will understand the whole thing what is called a formula at the end of this lesson. Right? This part will be understood perfectly. Right? Today I will give you the interval at 7:45. Okay, remember that because I started the class at 6:15, 6:20. Okay, so let's go to the other page. So this is the difference. This is the evolution of formula. I'll give you the expression, equation, then formula. Right? Right, okay. Page number 2. Page number 2. Right. Important rules. Right. Dialogue in everything. Right. Important rules. So what are the important rules you need to know? Right. When you are dealing with formulas, that means when you are making something as the subject of a formula, of an equation, what are the rules that you need to know? Right? That's right. So look at the board right here in the bar. Right? Normally we have left hand side and right hand side of a formula. In between left hand side and right hand side, you have an equal mark. You already know this. You already know this, right? You already know this. No need to panic. Right? So you are telling me in your left hand side there is something, right? Positive value. Right? Positive value. When this positive value goes to the right hand side, what it would become? Can anyone tell me?
Negative.
Excellent. This becomes the negative value. And the opposite thing happens when we are changing the sides. I think the opposite thing happens, right? This positive value goes to your right hand side as a negative value. For an example, positive A goes to B. other side as a negative way. Right. Then now you have negative value in your left hand side of the equation. Now you are going to take this negative value to the right hand side. What it would become?
Positive.
Positive. Right. Now you have something like multiplication. Right. Something like multiplication. When you're taking something in this operation, multiplication to the other hand side, what it should become?
Division.
Division. Okay. If you have something like division in your left hand side, when it goes to right hand side, what it would become?
Multiplication.
Multiplication. Excellent. Right. So always the opposite thing happens. Right? The opposite thing happens when it cross this equation mark. Opposite thing happen of the particular operation. Right? When you cross the equation to the other side, keep that in your mind. If you can get this 100%, this lesson is over by now. Make a theory, this lesson is over. Make this never. Right. Now we are going to do something. Right? So please try this. Clear. Very basically, you need to understand from left hand side to right hand side. If you are going to move something, we have to do the opposite thing. Opposite thing. Right. Send me D. Once you have finished writing. So the mirrors the other one then. Okay. Lian no hinda hiye lian le ba. Right? So this is what you need to keep in your mind until you are no more. Until you have the last breath, you need to remember is if you are planning to do like combined maths, biology, and agriculture, commerce, ICT, right? What time important? Right? If you are like doing arts also, yes, this is important. Why? ඔයාලා ලොකු වෙලා බඳලා පොඩි ළමයින් ඉන්නකොට කියලා දෙන්න ඕනේ. ඒව නැත්තම් ආ කියනවා අයියාගේ ඔයාලා ඉන්න සහෝදරයෙක්. හරි අයියා. අක්කා. එයා බඳලා එයාගේ පොඩි බබාලා හම්බුනාම ආගෙන් අහනවා. අක්කේ මේක කොහොමද කරන්නේ කියලා අක්කේ නෙමෙයි නැන්දිනේ. නැන්ද මේක කොහොමද කරන්නේ කියලා අහුවම මාම මේක කරන්නේ කොහොමද කියලා අහුවම මේ වගේ එකක් දන්නේ නැත්තම් සෝරි. වැජ්ජයි. හරිද? මේකින හොඳට please study these things. හරි. Right? So now, can anyone tell me what is our goal of this lesson? Target. And if you have observing, right? If you have observed what I have told until now, you know the goal. You know the final goal. What is your goal in this lesson formula?
Identify how to change the subject of the formula.
How to change the subject of the formula. So Yes, very basically. So I will write what is your goal. If you cannot understand, what DN said, right? In very simply, you have to write with a DN, right? Isolate. These are simple words. Isolate, right? One variable. Isolate one variable on your left hand side. Sorry, of the given formula or equation. Now there is an equation. Now someone is asking, Machan, please make this as the subject. Please X as the subject. Please make X as the subject. Please make A as the subject. Please make B as the subject. Please make Y as the subject of this equation or formula. Right. Okay. Example number 1. Very easy. I am going to tell you the easiest way. I'm going to tell you the easiest way. So grab this at the first point. At the first moment, grab this. Right? Focus on the book. Don't do anything. Example number 1. Page number 2. Example number 1. Some of you might know how to do this. X plus B equals C. Now inside the I have given make X as the subject. So you need to isolate what? You need to isolate X on your left hand side when you move. Right? In order to make sure X is the subject, right? X is the subject of this formula or equation. You need to first remove what? What is
B.
B? Yes, B is the Kardalakan. Right? B is the Kardalakan. He is the additional one. You need to remove. How we are going to remove B?
Minus B. Minus B.
Yeah. So you are going to subtract B from both sides so that you can remove this positive B on your left hand side. So I am going to remove this B guy. How we are going to remove? By doing the opposite thing of this. Make opposite thing around X plus B minus B. From both sides, I am going to subtract B. Positive B, negative B. Cancel out, so that X is the only variable on your left hand side, so that you can write X equals C minus B. C minus B. So that this is your answer. Now X is the subject. Right. Do it alone. Correct. And send me D. Okay, excellent. Right. I will write it again. Right. So you are going to remove when the move positive B. How we are going to remove? This is positive. What is the opposite thing? Negative B. So you have to negate from both sides. Right. So cancel out. Final answer is X equals C minus B. Right. Okay. Do example number 2. Give it a try. X plus B minus A equals C. Please give it a try. Send me the answer to the chat. You have to remove uh, two unnecessary terms. Two unnecessary terms in order to isolate B in your left hand side. You need to identify them. Okay. I have resumed the answer. How do we easy this B minus C? Or C minus B for the first one. Okay. Yeah. First place taken by Lian. Vidushan answer. Okay. Second place by Roshan. Yeah. Yeah. Vidushan is saying D. So what is D? Yep. Yes. Okay. Right. So the right. I'll give you another 15 seconds to others to complete.
Excuse me, sir.
Okay.
Sir, the example 3, second one and third one are same.
Example number 2 and 3. Sorry. Sorry, making sure that X as the subject, right? Please correct it. In example number 5, actually, in example number 5, right? Make A as the subject. In example number 5. Example number 3 को दे make A as the subject. Make A. Sorry, make A as the subject. Over there. Example number 3, make A as the subject. Example number 5, make A as the subject. Hi. Okay, great. Right. Super. So then don't do other things, Please look at the book. The bar. Right. I'm going to give you an easy way to do this one as well. Right. Now keep eye on the board. Right. Eyes on the board. Right. So here you are going to make sure that the B has an object name. B. That means this guy will move. Right. You have to keep B on your left hand side. Keep B on your left hand side. Alright. You have to remove X. You have to remove negative A. You have to remove positive X. You have to remove negative A. Right? Then you have to keep B on your left hand side. Right. So this is positive X. Hello. How you are going to remove positive X from your left hand side? Positive X. Then the opposite thing is negative X equals C minus X. Alright, cancel out. Positive X to negative X, cancel out. Now you have B minus A equals C minus X. Now again, you have to do another thing to keep B on your left hand side. Another is negative A. What is the opposite thing of negative A? So you have to plus A, right? You have to add a to both sides. C minus x positive a. Negative way cancel out, positive way cancel out. So now you have b on your left hand side equals c minus x plus a. This can be like this as well. You can change the terms. C plus a minus x, that is okay. You have just changed the terms. That's okay. These two are okay. But I am going to tell you an easy way to do this. This is the important thing. Right? By using one step, you can do this. I will do it here. At once you can get the answer. But you should be in the great meter. Otherwise you will get messed up. So now here is the thing. X plus b minus a equals c. You need to make sure that b is the subject. B, then move. I am marking it. I need to isolate b. I need to isolate b. To isolate b, I need to remove this positive x and negative way. Right? Now I am going to think. I'm not going to write all the things. Right? Now, right. I need to remove this x. X is what? X is positive x. How am I going to remove positive x? Right. I can directly take this positive x to the other side, so that it will become directly negative x. So I can write b minus a equals, here you have c. I am going to remove this positive x so that I am taking it to the other side, right? At once, minus 6. Okay. I am saving my ink, I am saving my time, right? And I am removing unnecessary steps. Right. So this has been taken to the other side. Right. B minus A equals C minus X. Now I can do the same thing for removing negative weight as well. Now think. I need to isolate B in the way. I need to remove negative weight. What is the opposite thing of negative weight? Positive weight. That means I can take this negative weight to the other hand side directly. How? Here I have now B. Okay, great. This is the only variable now I have. If I am taking negative weight to the other hand side, to the right hand side, it becomes positive weight. 1, 2. 2 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 steps. 4 steps has been reduced to 2 steps. By imagining and by thinking it. That's how we are going to save your time, right? By reducing the number of steps. Think. Ethod thamma mole mudare calibrate. Itala karan no. Hame ko liyan hai kis way magara. ये मैं फोटो करने में हम लोग प्लीज यूज पेंसिल ला ये हमने those arrows are right not needed at all, but you can imagine that arrows. Imagine. So this is one of the easiest way that you can do. Right. So thinking one step forward. So you would become a great mathematician at the end. Mathematician, same thing I have done in 2 steps. Or you can do this in 1 step as well. Shall I show you? Now same thing. I am going to isolate B on my left hand side by using 1 step. I need to isolate B on my left hand side. B equals something, right? Already I have in my right hand side C. B equals C. Right now imagine you are going to remove this X. X goes to this side, minus X. A goes to this side, positive A. Done. One step. I'm making over and then. Make color this step. One step. Two step, reduce to one step. 1, 2, 3, 4 steps, reduce to one step. Power of thinking, power of imagining, right? Power of thinking, power of imagining. So, you are right? I'm giving right? I'm doing it slowly so that you can understand that. So these are the things you need to understand, right? When you are learning mathematics. Okay. Example number 3. Example number 3. This is an important situation. It is a very important situation. So I will use colors. I will use red color as well. Right. So the here you have x plus b minus a equals c. Equals c. So how to isolate a? So how to isolate a? A means how to isolate positively on your left hand side. That is the case. There are few ways that you can use to do this. Make run along with the keypad theorem. Right? So I am going to give you two ways. I'm going to give you the hardest way. I'm not going to give you the simple way, simplest way. ඒක සිම්පල් නෙමෙයි අතර මේක ඔයාට මෙහෙම හිතලෙන් විදින්න පුළුවන් එක නිකන් ඔයා ඔහොම හිතලෙන් විදිනවා වගේ සීන් එකක් කරනවා. හරිද? Again, you can do this question directly. And you can do this question like this. කොහොමද කරන්නේ? හරි? දැන් සාමාන්‍ය this direct මේ projection එකක් තියෙනවා. හරි? මෙන්න මේ වගේ ගණන් එහෙම තියෙනවද? A level වලදී combined maths වලට physics වලට හරි ළමයෙක් මොන ගණන් කුසි කරනවා අංශක 45 ගේ කොච්චර දුරකින් ගිහිල්ලා වැටෙනවද? මොනම ගොඩක් ඒක මා ලස්සනයි. So I am going to give you not this way. I am going to give you this way. This is the proper way that you need to understand. And sir, I am going to give you the proper way that you need to understand. Direct way. Keep your eyes on the board. Very important. I am marking this. Important. Right. What is important? Making your subject A. This is the important thing, right? Now keep eyes on the board. Right. So you need to remove positive x and positive b at once. You know how to remove it. Positive x can come to right hand side by negative x. Positive b will be coming to the other hand side by negative b. Right? Negative x, negative b. So I am going to write it at once. Now you know that. So in your left hand side, now you have negative a only. Right? Here you have c. X, positive x, negative x. Positive b, negative b. Right. Now, is this the correct answer? Is this the isolation of A? Is this the isolation? Megada? Is that the isolation? Is that the isolation? Yes or no?
No.
No. Why? Why?
Because
Because
there
the
is a
x
sign
is
minus.
2x.
Here you have what?
1.
Minus. How we are going to remove minus sign? How we are going to
Divide
remove
by 1
x? Which one?
minus 1. No, positive. No, minus.
Minus. Excellent. Super. What? Niyam. Super. අර මතකද අර දැන් මේ දවස්වල TikTok එකක් යන අනුග අර කියන්නේ මරු ආතල් හරි පට්ට සුපිරි හරි ආයතන විදුෂම කි සුපිරි your thinking pattern is perfect right now can anyone tell me now I am going to tell you the story about this negative a හරිද now keep your eyes on the board හරිද මම මේ පුතේ මේ ඔයාලට explain කරන්නේ the core of mathematics, basic of mathematics, fundamentals of mathematics. Without these things, you cannot do O levels. Right. Without negative A, right? Negative A. How can you really write this negative A in a different way? Negative A equals something different. How can you write that negative A in a different way? Can anyone tell me? Now Vidusha gave us the hint. Correct? Perfect. Right? Vidusha gave us the hint. Right? He has shown you the way, show you the path. Now use that path to rewrite this negative A in a different way, but same. Think. Where are we going, Nathan? I have told this 100,000 times in past lessons. Algebraic expression name. What is the value in front of A? That's what Vidusha said. What is the value in front of A? What is the number in front of A? What is number in front of A?
1.
But which one? Yes, players. Which one? Which one? Positive one, negative one.
Positive.
Minus.
Yeah, minus. So this is for minus 1 multiplied by A. Maybe minus 1 multiplied by A. Sorry, maybe minus 1 multiplied by A. Minus 1 multiplied by A. I'm repeating. Minus 1 multiplied by A. Minus 1 multiplied by A. Now how you are going to remove minus 1 from your left hand side? Right? Vidusha said this. Right? So here you have minus A. That means minus A means minus 1 multiplied by A. How we are going to remove multiplication? By divide. Are we going to leave the opposite thing here? So I am going to divide this thing by minus 1. And as well as I am going to divide this by minus 1, this by minus 1, this by minus 1. I am going to divide by minus 1. Now tell me, negative divided by negative, what is the sign? I need the answer fraction of 7 within a fraction of 7. Sign conversion. Negative divided by negative. What is the sign?
Positive.
Positive. Positive. Positive. Right? So in my left hand side now I have a divided by 1. A divided by 1 means a. A divided by 1 means a. This is positive c. Positive c divided by negative 1. What is the value? Positive c divided by negative 1. Positive divided by negative. What is the value? Sign?
Negative.
Negative. C divided by 1. C. Negative divided by negative. Positive.
Positive.
Yes, excellent. X divided by 1. X. Negative divided by negative. Positive.
Positive.
Yes. B divided by 1. B. So this is your final answer. This is your final answer. So the important thing you need to know is, right, this negative a will move. Another, this negative a can be written down as, right, this negative a can be written down as negative 1 multiplied by a. May make a understand karagandone. You need to understand this, right? Otherwise, no point of view learning this lesson. May lesson never right? Throughout this lesson, most important part this may, right? So by using that, you can do this. And you need to know the sign conversion knowledge as well. You have to have it. So they do example number 4 and send me the answer. Which is very similar, and I need you to use your mind. 2 multiplied by x. 2x means 2 multiplied by x. I have given you a hint. Correct? You need to do the example number 4. Right? Example number 4. I will write it here. I need to see your finishes first. It is something like 2x minus a equals c. You need to make sure that x is the subject. Right? Hint is 2x equal to 2 multiplied by x. Send me the answer. I want to see who finishes first. Do it fast. This is the hint. Again, hint type. You need to use the important rules that I have given you. I want all of you to try. Okay. So can we let it properly? Aristotle 2.0. Who is that?
Becoming a great mathematician.
Okay. The great mathematician, right? Okay, yeah. So the whole thing should be divided by 2. The whole thing. You can represent it like this. Whole thing inside the bracket a plus 2 divided by 2. This is how you are representing the full numerator divided by 2. Correct? Full numerator divided by 2. Yes. The answers are correct, I think. Right. You need to divide on your right hand side fully. Right. You need to divide what is on your right hand side fully. Entire right hand side should be divided by 2 by using extended division. Right? Okay, guys. Okay, you are good. Now, at least you have tried it. Great. Now focus on the book. I am going to tell you the way. Right? So now you are going to make sure that x is the subject. Now x is on your already left hand side. It's in no left hand side. What is the Kharadalara you are going to remove at first time? When move negative way. You know how to remove negative way by taking it to the other hand side directly as positive way. So you can write 2x equals c goes to the other one c plus a. Now what you are going to remove in order to make sure x is the summation? Right? 2. Yeah. Now 2 is what for x? What is the operation that 2 and x has been separated? What is the operation? Mathematical operation. In between 2 and x.
Multiplication.
Multiplication. What is the opposite thing of multiplication?
Division.
Division. Yes. So normally you are reading this 2 times x, 2 times x or 2x, 2 times x, 2 times x, 2 multiplied by x, multiple, 2 times, multiply. If it is multiplied, the opposite thing is divide. Right. So I am going to divide this side by 2. This whole thing by 2. 2 times 1, 2 times 1, x is equal to c plus a divided by 2. Is the answer. Right. Now, example number 5, right? Example number 5, you need to make sure that you have A is the subject. Please correct this. A is the subject. 2x minus A is equal to C. Make sure A is the subject. A. Right? Please send me the answer to the chat. I want to see your patience. Do it fast. What I need. Nothing to take 2 months. Just remember it. We do check. I think the hand on is correct. Yeah. Yes. මේ මන්දෙන්නේ කියලා දුන්නා විතරයි කිව්වේ. අද කියනවා පොඩ්ඩක් අත ගන්නවා. This is very similar to the previous one. Example number 3. Yes, first place coordinate. Second, minute. Third, Tyler. Great. I have told you this. So, how to do this one? So, you are going to make sure that positive way is the subjective, but here you know negative way. Negative way means L. So, I am going to take this now. If you want to make sure that A is the subject, first of all, you are going to remove this 2x. 2x is positive 2x. You can directly take it to the other side. Right? So that negative way equals. You are taking this positive 2x to the other side. C plus 2x. Sorry, C negative 2x. Sorry. You have positive 2x. It goes to the other hand side by negative 2x. Right. Then this is negative way. What did we do earlier? This means negative way means negative 1 times A. Negative 1 multiplied by T. Negative 1 multiply. So I need to divide both sides by negative. So that I can remove this negative 1. This one I am going to divide by negative 1. This one negative. Right. So negative 1 divided by negative. Negative to negative, positive. So A is positive. Right. Positive. Right. Here you are not going to mention positive. Right. A equals positive C divided by negative. Positive divided by negative C. The negative divided by negative positive. 2x. So that will be asked. Negative c plus 2x. If you write this in the standard method, you can take this negative c at the end. You can just change the terms. Right? Here you have 2x, here you have negative c. Hello. I am going to change these terms with the signs. Hello. Here, here. Doesn't matter. So standard way you can write is c equals. Normally we are not keeping negative signs at the first place if we have positive value. Right? So positive 2x, I will bring it to the front. 2x minus c. Both of these are perfect correct, 100% correct. But for your additional knowledge, I have given this. This is the standard way. You will get those things gradually.
Sir, that should be A equals 2x minus C.
Yeah, A equals this. Right, yes, excellent. Thank you. Right, A equals 2x minus. A equals minus c plus 2x. Same thing. This is apple, this is orange. I have taken orange to the front, apple back. Just get this 2x to your hand and keep it in the front. And shift your negative c little bit to your right hand. Just take as it is. It is same. If you change orange to the other hand side, banana to the other hand. Banana orange. Right? Orange banana. Banana orange. Orange banana. Very simple. Don't think too much. Do example number 6. Send me the answer. I want to see who finishes first. Example number 6. Example number 6. Do it fast. Two x divided by a multiplied by equals c. You have to make sure that x is the sum. Do it fast. Okay. Now, excellent. Misty got the first place and then Nihan got the second place. Excellent. Super. I'll give you another 15 seconds. Yep. Question the third. Yes, I have fourth. Summary. Excellent. Name. Okay. Right. Okay, look at the board. Now I'm going to explain this step by step. Another step by step. Right. Now, if you cannot understand where I should begin, you cannot understand where I should begin this isolation. You need to isolate x. So if you want to isolate x in your left hand side, what are the two Karadara you have to remove? Number 2 and A. Number 2 and A. For a moment, now look at the data. Now think you didn't have this A. When A now how you are going to remove 2 from your left hand side? How you are going to remove 2 from your left hand side? By dividing both sides by 2. Now, for a moment, think you don't have this 2 and you only have this A. X divided by A. That is how we are going to read. X divided by A. If I have divide by A, then how am I going to remove A? Tell me. Divide by A. How am I going to remove A from my left hand side? What is the opposite thing of huh? I can't hear. How you are going to remove A from your left hand side? Important rules.
By multiply.
By multiplying by A, both sides. You need to multiply by A, right? So this 2x 2 multiplied by x divided by A. First of all, I will remove A. Mummy, A can now remove. How? 2x divided by A equals C. I am going to multiply both sides by A. Because this A is in the denominator, right? The operation is division, right? The opposite thing of division is multiply, right? I am going to multiply both sides by A so that I can remove A. So 2x equals CA. C times A means CA, right? Now 2 multiplied by x equals CA, right? 2x equals CA. 2 multiplied by x equals C. 2 multiplied by x equals C. Multiplying, dividing both sides by 2. 2 times 1, 2 times 1. X equals CA divided by 2. So, this is CA. But if you use the standard method, you should keep this in what? Alphabetical order. Right? Make CA. This is perfect correct. 100% correct. But if you use the standard method, x equals AC divided by 2. Both of them are 100% correct. I am telling you those things. Class one clear. Right. That is example number 6. Alright, before going into the next part, let's take the break. Breaking up. Right, let's meet at 7:49. 7:49. So in page number 4, okay, I have something to tell you, right? So you need to understand this entities. A very simple thing, right? Very simple thing, right? Now think of a balance. Now a balance has two sides. A balance has two sides. A balance has two sides. Right hand side and left hand side. Now think this. ඒ පොලේ යන්නේ ඩේ සුපර් මාකට් එකේ ගිහිල්ලා ඩිජිටල් තරංගයෙන් තමයි කිරන්නේ. අපි තාම පොඩි කාලේ ඉස්සර ගියේ. පොළ වලට අම්මලා යන්නේ යනවා පොළට. ඒතර මේවා තියෙන දැනුත් තියෙන හරි වල බලන්න තිබේ. සමහර සිල්ලර කඩවල තියෙනවා. So this called a balance. Sorry. Right. So I will take this as left hand side and right hand side. Now you are going to put 500 gram weight to this side. 500 gram weight. So this side you are going to put let's say potatoes. Right. if it balanced perfectly, this side you are having 500 grams weight, this side you are having 500 grams of potatoes. And you are having 500 grams of potatoes in your left hand side and in your right hand side. Right now, someone is changing this side. Maybe now, is something happening to this 500 gram weight? Hema 500 gram එක විසි වෙනවද? අලගෙඩියක් එහෙම විසි වෙනවද? අයියෙන් කරගොත් නම් විසි වෙනවා අල ඔක්කොම ටික. හරිද? ඒ ඉනිසරේ කරගොනවා. මේම කරලා ගන්නකොත් ඉවරයි. අල නෙමෙයි sorry තමයි. අල ටික CC එකට යනවා. But if you just rotate this, එක පැත්තක් නියම පල්ලට යනවා අනිත් පැත්ත උඩට එනවා වගේ එහෙම සිද්ධ කරනවා. Is that happening? If it is unbalancing, is it unbalancing? If you rotate the sides, yes or no? What do you think? So already 500 gram and 500 gram, right? Right? Whatever rounds you rotate, it remains same. Now, in an equation, same thing happens. In an equation, same thing happens, right? It is very similar to the balance. Balance is the very saman. Why? In the middle, you are having equal mark. In around this equal mark, you are going to change sides. Nothing happens, right? Now think of this: ax plus bx equals, sorry, ax plus by equals p plus q. Right? This is the left hand side of balance. This is the right hand side of balance. If I write it, p plus q equals ax plus by. Is this wrong? Is this wrong? Is this wrong or correct?
Correct.
The original one. Yeah, the original one. Okay. Now I have taken my right hand side to the left hand side to the right hand side. Just rotate the balance. Is it wrong? Correct. Right. This side has been rotated to this side. Just rotate. How many times you rotate around this equal mark, nothing would happen. That is perfectly correct. Keep that in your mind. But we are going to use that in example number 0. Right. Keep that in your mind. So let's go to example number 0. Right, let's do it together. We make it right. So follow the way that I am explaining now. X divided by a minus b. You need to make sure that x is the subject. So now let's do this question together. Now tell me, all of you, tell me in which hand side you are having the x now?
In the right hand side.
It's the right hand side, right? But if I make it as the subject, where should it come?
In left hand side.
Yes, it should come to the left hand side. Okay. Now it is originally right hand side. Right? It is originally right hand side. Now first things first. Balance. Rewrite this. Rotate the balance. Rewrite this. Rotate the balance, rewrite this. Do it. Then I will do it. Correct? Okay. Rotate this. So I am going to take this whole thing to my left hand side. X divided by a minus b equal mark. C goes to this side. Right. Now x is in my left hand side. Nothing to worry at all. In the first place, I have done it. Now you know how to do this. You know how to do this. Please send me the answer for this by isolating x in your left hand side. Left hand side x isolate karana, right? Make x as a function. Send me the answer. I want to see what images first. Yeah, what easy, very easy. Nothing to understand. Right? Very easy. Just 2 steps you need. Or if you are part a meter, you need only 1 step. Is this whole thing multiplied by a or just b? Whole thing, right? Yeah. Great. So I told you a way. If you are mentioning or if you are saying entire thing multiplied by, you need to use bracket. Blah blah blah. Right? Multiply by blah blah blah. If not, blah blah blah. Yes, divide by blah blah blah. Entire thing divided by blah blah blah. You can represent entire thing by using brackets. But why others are taking too much time? Is it not familiar? Take a familiar another. Anugi? Sanugi? Zaira? Sanira? Nismi? Ushenka? Idumi? Idu. Why? Is it hard? Okay. Focus on the board. I'll do. You need to make sure that x is the subject. First of all, I have taken x into my left hand side by rotating this. Rotate. Rotate, then do the thing. So x is here. When x is. First of all, I need to remove this negative b. Negative b can be removed, right, by taking it to the other hand side. So that you can write x divided by a equals c plus b. C plus b. Now focus on the board, right? Don't do anything. Don't write here. B taken to the other hand side. C plus b. Right? Now x divided by a. Divide by a. Multiply by a both sides. If you are multiplying this by a, you have to use brackets. Entire thing, the complete thing, complete right hand side should be multiplied by a. Right? Multiply by a. Multiply by a. A times 1. A times 1. X equals C plus B times A. This is 100% correct. This is 100% correct. But the standard way you can use is by taking this A to the front of the bracket. They are best practices. So this one is also correct. This one is also correct. But this is for your additional knowledge. Make additional knowledge. 100% correct. 100% correct. But the last one is the standard way you need to use in O levels and A levels and so on and so on. You want to lose marks if you didn't try this. Make a leave an idea. Hello. මට ඕනේ වාගන්න වෙලාවෙ මේ ක්ලාස් එකේ සුපිරි ඩයල් එකක් කරන්න. අනිත් අයට වඩා ඩිෆරන්ට් දෙයක් කරන කෙනෙක් කරන්න. හරිද? This is the standard way. You can keep it like this at the end. But You better take this A to the front of this bracket. So last time. Okay, so this is the way you can do this. Do example number 8 and example number 9. Right? Do example number 8, example number 9. Same way you have to use. Right? First of all, you need to rotate. Rotate. You have to do this because the x is on the right hand side. For example number 8 and example number 9. Do it fast. You have to think step by step. What I should remove, what I should remove. Right? Ah, great. Super. Yeah, man. They ain't got the first place. Today, they ain't got the handle. Excuse for the handle. So, madam, please explain this. Clear? Okay. I will explain this step by step. You have to take the opposite operation. You have to take the opposite operation when it goes to the other side. Right? It is simple as that. Okay. Right. Okay. I'll do from current. Now look at the board. Focus on the board. I will don't do anything now. Right. So you have to make sure that x is the subject. Now, right, if you want to make sure that x is the subject, it should be on your left hand side. But here now x is on the right hand side. For avoiding that, I am going to just rotate the side. I am going to rewrite. So the right hand side I am taking to left hand side. X divided by a plus b equals left hand side. I am going to rewrite it on my right hand side. C plus d. Right? I have just exchanged the sides. Nothing has happened. Now x is on the left hand side. Nothing to orient to. Right. So now before you isolate this x, on your left hand side. What are the further carve you need to remove? B you have to remove to your right hand side. A, then you have to remove the attached cell, right? So step by step. First of all, I am going to remove positive key. That is positive meaning. What is the opposite thing of positive B? Negative B. I am going to take it to my other side. So x divided by A is equal to C plus D. Take this to this side. Positive becomes negative B. Negative B. Now I need to remove A. How am I going to read this? X divide by x divide by a. How can I remove that? Divide multiply by a both sides. I am going to multiply my left hand side by a inside the brackets. I am going to multiply this side by same a. Whole thing now entire right hand side should be multiplied by a. Right? A times 1, a times 1. Now x equals C plus D minus B close bracket multiply by A. And multiply by A means A. This is correct. But if you use the standard way, probably x equals, you can take this A to the front. A C plus D minus B. Both of these are correct, perfectly correct. But you better give your final answer like this. Right? For this one also you can get 100 marks. This one also you can get 100 marks. Right? Doesn't matter, but this is last standard way. Now this is the way you are going to do step by step. Always you need to do the opposite thing of this. Right? Positive now, negative. Right? If this is positive, when it goes to the other side, it becomes negative. This is division, other side, multiplication. This one, negative. You need to make sure that x is the subject. You need to make x in your left hand side, but x is in your right hand side now. In your right hand side, so change the balance, right? Exchange the sides. These sides you have to write it in your left hand side. Equal mark 3C on the right hand side. Now let us do this step by step. Right? First of all, here you have 3 multiplied by x divided by a. Negative 2b. Negative 2b. How you are going to remove negative 2b? Just take it to the other side. This is negative 2b. When it goes to the other side, it automatically becomes positive 2b. So you can write 3x divided by a equals 3c plus 2b. 3c plus 2b. Right? Then think 3 multiplied by x divided by a. Divide by a, you can remove that. Divide by a. You have to multiply both sides by a. 3c plus 2b. Right? You are going to remove this a. So multiply this side by a because you are dividing this side by a. So if you want to remove a, multiply this side by a. So multiply this side also by a. We get that multiplied. Right? So both sides have been multiplied by a times 1, a times 1. Now in your left hand side you have 3x only. 3x is equal to 3c plus 2b times a. Times a. If you want, you can take a in front of this bracket. Now 3 multiplied by x equals this. 3 multiplied by x. What is the opposite thing of multiplying? Divide. Divide this side by 3. Divide this side by 3. 3 times 1, 3 times 1. Now x equals, I will write by taking this a to the front, a times 3c plus 2b, whole thing divided by 3. This should be your answer. Step by step, I have done this. Multiply by a, multiply by a, divide by 3, divide by 3. Right. Then final answer, a I have taken to the front, then 3c plus 2b divided by 3. Right. Do example number 10. 11, 12. 10, 11, 12. All three. Once you finish, send me D. D brother. Sanuvi, 9. Is it okay? Okay. I do example number 10, 11, and 12. Read fast. Same thing you have to follow. Same thing. Once you finish, you can tell me D. Samidu, are you okay with this? Samidu? It's a idea. Maybe you have to spot something. You have to see something. 6 divided by 3. Okay? Lecture. මේ එකදස බුදුහාමුදුරුවෝ යනකොට මේ වේලක වඩනකොට අහන්න ආනන්ද හාමුදුරුවන්ගේ ආනන්දය සර්පයා දුර්විහිද කියලා අහනවා එකතනින් මේ මම වඩේ අහනවා පුතාලා සර්පයා දුකවද සර්පෙක් ඉන්නවා නේද හරි you need to see this හරි මේ අනතුර දැක්කද කියලා මම අහන්නේ හරි මේ 6 divided by 3 I do not know what to do, right? 6 divided by 3. Right? I think you got the point. For example, number 10. බුදුහාමුදුරුවෝ අනතුරක් දැක්කම එයා කියනවා මේ මට මතක නැහැ මෙල කියනකොට ගොවියෙක් ඉඳලා ඉවරලා ඉතින් ගොවියාගේ මොකක් හරි සල්ලි මල්ලක්ද මොකද මට මතක නැහැ මොකක් හරි පසුම්බියක් හරි වෙල්ලා දෙනකොට හරි මොකක් හරි එයාකට කියනවා ආනන්දේ සර්පයා දුකීද කියලා අහනවා එහෙමද මම දවල්ලා දහපස යනවනේ මට මතක නෑනේ ඒකනේ කතාව එතන ඒකනේ පසුම්බියක් වෙල්ලා දෙන දුන්නු දැක්කම බුදුහාමුදුරුවෝ මේ ආනන්දේ සර්පයා දුකීද කියලා පසුම්බියට තමයි සර්පයා කියලා කියන්නේ හරි එතන මෙතන මේ පුතාලා සර්පයා දුන්නනේ you have to simplify this the homeopathy is exam right. These things are very important in your exam. There might be these things in your exam. So don't miss this. You can simplify this. 6 and 3 multiples of 3. 6 is the multiple of 3. Right? Okay, I have told you the full answer. Right? Do it. Try. Well, right? So try this at home. In the class. Try these things in the class. None of you are sending me all plastic homeworks. දානවා කට්ටිය voice එක අම්මලා තාත්තලාට එක්ක ඇහෙන්න. මෙයාලා මේ ගෙදර වැඩ කරන්නේ නැහැ. හරි නැත්නම් එහෙනම් මට තමයි ප්‍රශ්නේ වෙන්නේ. ඊට පස්සේ කියන්නේ අයියෝ අර මදුසංගගේ තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ. හරි ඒකට ගිහිල්ලා වැඩක් නැහැ. ඇත්තටම බැලුවොත් ඔයාලා වැඩ කරලා නැහැ. හරි මට තියෙන රිසල්ට්ස් පෙන්වන්න. ලකුණු 20 ගණන් වල ඉන්න ළමයි දැන් ලකුණු 80 ගණන් ස්කෝර් කරනවා. හරිද? ස්ටෙප් බයි ස්ටෙප් 20 60 80 එහෙම ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා. 40 ගණන් වල හිටපු කට්ටිය 40 ගණන් 60 ගණන් 80 ගණන්. සමහර කට්ටිය even more than that 90s also score, right? Right. Not my dedication, but yours also, right? And your mother and father and your school teachers, right? They are doing lot of things for you. They are doing lot of things for you, right? Right. Okay, I hope you have done. The DN has sent me all the three. Right. Okay. Once you have completed, simply send me D in the chat. Try to catch the pattern that I am doing. Please catch the pattern. That is the theme. Right. Okay. So I will do the example number 10. Please focus on the board. Now, x is in my right hand side. I am going to change the signs. So I am writing 6x divided by 3a minus 2b equals 2y plus c. Right? Puthala, did you see the surpair? Right? Me? 3 times 1, 3 times 2. Very easy. Right? 3 times 2. That is the first thing you need to do after changing the signs. Now I am going to rewrite this again. 2x divided by a minus 2b equals 2y plus c. And very simple step is there, right? Very simple. Now I am writing it again. Now I need to make sure x is the subject. When I move. Before making x in the subject, I have to remove this minus 2b. Minus 2b goes to my right hand side and it's positive 2b. Right? So in my left hand side, now I have 2x divided by a equals 2y plus c. Right? 2y plus c. Negative 2b to the other side. Negative 2b automatically becomes positive 2b. Opposite thing. Nice. Now I am going to remove this a. Divide by a. Divide by a. So I need to multiply this. So I will rewrite this omega in so that you can understand. Right? I need to remove this a. So this a is situated as divide by a. Divide. What is the opposite thing of divide? Multiply by a. If you want to remove a, you can multiply it by a. And this side, this entire thing, you need to multiply by a. Entire thing, entire right hand side, you need to multiply by a. So a times 1, a times 1. 2x equals, right? So I will take this a to the front now. A to the front. A to the front. At a standard way, you can remember, right? A to the front, so nothing would happen. A times 2y plus c plus 2b. Same thing. This multiplied by this, a multiplied by this, right? This is something like banana multiplied by apple, apple multiplied by banana. Same thing. Right? multiply by x. 2 multiply by x. Multiply. Opposite thing is divide by 2. 2 multiply, 2 divide. Right? Entire thing should be divided by 2. 2 times 1, 2 times 1. So finally, you can write the answer x equals a times 2y plus c plus 2b divide by 2. Divide by 2. Right? So this should be answer for example number 10. Example number 11. You need to make sure A is the subject. So A is in my right hand side. I will change the sides. 1 divided by 2 A times n plus 3 is equal to S. Correct? Right. So now you need to make sure that A is the subject. A should be isolated in your left hand side. And first of all, this 2 is in the denominator. Denominator means divide by 2. Divide by 2. So that how we are going to remove divide by 2? Multiplying both sides by 2. And so I am going to multiply this side by 2 and this side by 2. And first of all, I am going to remove this 2. Make 2 anchor. Right? 2 times 1, 2 times 1. Right? Now, in my left hand side, I have 1 into 1, 1 divided by 1, 1, multiplied by this 1. So, A, right? A times n plus 3. And all of these things are 1 times this, right? 1 times A, right? A times n plus 3 is equal to S multiplied by 2. S multiplied by 2 means 2s, 2s. Value first, then algebraic term. How we are going to remove this n plus 3? That n plus 3 is something like A multiplied by banana equals C. Make it banana. This is something like banana. Yeah. So A multiplied by banana. So if you want to remove banana, you need to divide both sides by banana. Right? So same as that, A multiplied by banana, you are going to divide both sides by banana. And that is how we are going to think. This whole thing is banana. Banana divided by banana, and you need to divide this side by banana also. Very simple. Think like that. What a palathu pay you need to see fruits. Apple multiplied by banana. Entire banana, right? Make bracket. This is something like banana. Sorry, right? So banana divided by banana. Cut. 2s divided by banana. A is equal to 2s divided by banana. And keep eyes on the board and try to catch the pattern and try to learn how am I doing this. Now I have given enough time to do this thing. Now correct your path. So this one, you need to make sure x is the subject. X is the subject. X is in your right hand side. Change the sides. P plus qx entire thing divided by c is equal to a. Before isolating x, you have to remove this entire thing divided by c. When we see you need to remove this c. How to remove this c? Entire thing divide by c. I need to multiply both sides by c. Multiply this side by c. multiply this side by C. C times 1, C times 1, right? So now I have only P plus QX in my left hand side. A multiplied by C, AC, right? A are pulled at AC. P plus QX equals AC. You need to isolate X. Now X is here. What is the Karvagara you need to remove before isolating X? P. You are going to remove P. P is positive P. P is positive P. Positive P goes to the right hand side. What happened? QX equals positive P automatically becomes negative P. Right? Positive P automatically becomes negative P. QX remains same. Now you can isolate X. How you are going to read this? How you are going to read this? Q multiply by X. Q multiply by X. Multiply now. How am I going to remove Q? Divide both sides by Q. Divide both sides by Q. Divide this side by Q and divide entire thing, entire right hand side, complete right hand side, right, by Q. Then Q times 1, Q times 1. X equals 1. This X equals AC minus P divided by Q. This should be your answer. Understood? Do you have any questions from this example number 10, 11 and 12?